An H-shaped building, to ensure that the building is still interwoven with the forest without actually destroying its current environment, is the general plan I offer that strikes a balance between the client's request for a significant building, and the demands for preserving a natural environment while addressing the houselessness issue. Mexico's national capital, Mexico City, is a mega city with a population of 22 million and is expected to rank as the 10th largest city in the world by 2030. From 49 to 9% of the population in 2018 to 43.5% in 2022, Mexico City poverty rate has been steadily dropping. To combat this issue, my architectural firm works to support the continued decline of the percentage of homeless citizens. However, in the end, the proposal of my company seeks to strike a balance between the city's pressing additional need for low-income housing and its significant environmental concerns. Given the ethical dilemma of designing for a location with a thriving and diverse ecosystem, as well as the need to satisfy both neighborhood environmentalists and housing activists, constructing a tall building with a small footprint is a well-rounded response to the moral issue. We can see a similar sustainability issue brought up in Pope Francis's Laudato Si', where he emphasizes nature to be seen as a creature of God, which is good and admirable in itself. The same is true for the harmonious ensemble of organisms existing in a defined space and a functional system. Although we are often not aware of it, we depend on these large systems for our own existence. As the more intelligent and moral species, we hold the responsibility to care for ourselves and for our world just as God intended, harmony among all living things. Therefore, our suggestion of a tall and lanky, almost mocking the structure of a tree, H-shaped building with the rooftop solar panels and garden, housing small plants that were preserved as construction and excavation began. This is a perfect compromise of preserving nature while solving worldly problems. Since we're all connected, Daniel Snyder tries to make it clear in Chapter 11 of ACIC, the Laudato Si' views the common good of encompassing not only people but also other animals and the environment. The common good is conserving it all because we are all connected. The next idea he mentioned is solidarity, which is characterized as proactive action for the benefit of everybody. We wish to accomplish the sense of unity and agree that the idea that we are doing something right and emphasizing those things who are struggling by housing in the peaceful arms of nature, while caring for nature itself as well. Giving the underprivileged preference is just a way of highlighting the fact that despite some circumstances, it does not indicate that they are lack worth or they are not deserving of care as God's children. We must never lose sight of the fact that this also means helping those who are living in poverty. By contrasting how we treat the world and the impoverished, a compelling argument is made that the way we treat the helpless or how we extract resources from one is how we treat the other. According to Aldo Leopold, the land ethic is a concept that acknowledges the resource exploitation will continue. However, I should have the right to continue existing in its unaltered state. Additionally, the term emphasizes that humans aren't actually conquering land, as humans are seen a part of land's community. This is related to the ethical sequence because it's explained as a process of ecological evolution, thus meaning that they are interconnected in the way that one ethical decision has an effect on the future community, or in this case, sustainable low-income housing. On a related note, the choice of materials that will have an ongoing impact on future architects. In last week's discussion, we addressed how we discovered in another class, Construction 1, that the materials you choose can affect how building feels and how you perceive it, but you must take informed decisions depending on the task, as no design is one size fits all. Although cities, towns, and regions may have foundational similarities, no design is one size fits all. Therefore, we must design and construct to fit the needs of the city, its people, so it can live reasonably and comfortably. We now know that the sun is the primary source for sustainable construction, so it is important to know how to adapt other materials and architectural elements to the sun's requirements. Additionally, we have planned to design for the intended low-income housing. The sun will greatly affect the environment that will continue to grow. Thus, my firm is ensuring to take account for the sun's rays and ensure that they will not affect the forest ecosystem. By creating a facade that is durable, affordable, and a pride-inspiring positive about living in low-income housing, this will help inhabitants feel less melancholic and ashamed of their current situation. Sometimes living in a beautiful building can help people feel better and more optimistic about their challenging situation. To conclude, to lessen the effect on the ecology that can entail including components like rooftop gardens, green areas, and permeable surfaces. Vertical construction to increase housing capacity while reducing building footprint is a goal of this proposal. Another crucial component of the strategy is to engage in both local environmentalists and housing activists in a cooperative discourse in order to discover common ground and arrive at the sustainable situation. The ultimate objective is to combine sustainable, practical, and sociable design in a harmonic way.